Originally formed as St. Joseph's Mission by the Reverend Henry Harris and a dedicated group of 7 communicants, the church was renamed in 1886 and received parish status in 1999. The current building, begun in the early 1900s, was completed during the lean years of the Depression, a tribute to the love and commitment of its early membership. Over the past 100 years, Incarnation has produced 3 bishops serving the dioceses of Alabama, Arkansas, and San Diego. This is the Episcopal Church of the Incarnation, formed in 1872. Let's go. This is P9 with another vlog, and we about to take a walk through downtown West Point, Mississippi, a city right here in Clay County and part of the Golden Triangle, which includes Columbus, West Point, and Starkville. So without further ado, let's go. So again, this is the city of West Point, Mississippi, which is the county seat of Clay County. And I'm in downtown on East Main Street. And we're gonna start things off right here at this mural. It's an old school mural with an owl, and it's the brand of cigar called the Owl Cigar, which was 5 cents. So you had 5-cent cigars back in the day. Prairie Arts Festival. And of course it has an ad right here for a delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola. Sold everywhere. Relieves fatigue. Sold everywhere for 5 cents. I had no idea Coca-Cola relieves fatigue. Interesting. I didn't even know Coca-Cola had medicinal uses, but apparently it does. So I'm right here at the corner of East Main and Commerce Street. About to walk further down East Main momentarily. But West Point is located in the northeastern section of Mississippi, not far across the Alabama state line. So there's a nice blend of African American, white, and Native American lineage in this city. So you're gonna see a little bit of all races pretty much in this city if you ever come here. Not many out right now, because remember guys, this is a weekday, this is a Thursday. But let's continue to go down East Main Street. And they got a whole bunch of shops over here, of course. That's Commerce Street further down that way. We're gonna go down, further explore that in a little while. But check out these historic buildings right here, East Main Street. They even have a West Point TV and appliance, an old school establishment that's vacant right now. It was established in 1954 by Clyde and Agnes Turner. West Point TV and appliance. It's pretty cool. I forget what those things are called. Anybody in the comment section? I remember used to close your eyes and make a wish and blow these things, and these things go flying in the air. I can't think of the name of it. But if anybody want to chime in the comment section what that is, feel free to do so. It's a mural of that. Wow, Moose Media. Quite a few abandoned storefronts over here on East Main. Now check this out. This is Mossy Oak. Mossy Oak is one of the many many companies that are based out of West Point, or at least has a presence here. This is an outdoor store that's headquartered here. So Mossy Oak is part of the local economy. They sell a brand of outdoor clothing. Founded in 1986 by Toxie Haas. Gibson's Hairstyle and Cuts. They got a couple of barbershops over here. King of Cuts right over here. Cash and Carry Cleaners. And right here, it looks like another barbershop called the Nick's Barbershop, established 1968. Has an interesting display out here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And here's a mural of the West Point High School. West Point High School Green Wave, home of the Green Wave, good things come in waves. It's a nice mural right here, nice painting. And apparently they won multiple Mississippi High School Athletic Association Class 5A state football championships from 1982 all the way to 2024. So you got 82, 87, 88, 89, 05, 09, 2010, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, and 24. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 championships. They got 13 titles in the history of their high school. Shout out to the West Point High School Green Wave. Just another part of the West Point, Mississippi culture. And we have this building over here called the Justice Company building. It sits across from this abandoned building right over here. I'm at the corner of Division Street and East Main Street. So go further down this way is West Main Street. So this is the intersection where Division Street meets. So the North Division Street is down this way, and back the other way is South Division Street. So a multi-direction intersection right here. But yeah, this is called the Justice Company building right here. It's abandoned. Right here. And you have this mural, West Point, Mississippi. Pretty cool mural right here on the side of this building. Again, further down that way is North Division Street. And this is in this building right here. It's called the On Main Event Venue. So they have an event venue right here on East Main, right downtown. The Blue Fox. Poetry Tea Boutique. Poetry Tea, that looks nice. The Wallace's Touch. This used to be a nail studio. Now it's abandoned. It's a vacant building. It's a vacant building for a lease. Right here on East Main Street in downtown West Point. For those who's interested in opening up an establishment, they go to number right there. I believe this is well, no, I think, yeah, that's a functional establishment right there. It's called New Look Fashions. New Look Fashions, new spelled N-U. Two suits going for $100. Okay. And here's a look at some of their merch or some of their shirts. New Look Fashions. This is the building we saw across the street not a few minutes ago, the West Point TV and appliances shop. But coming soon, they're going to open up an antique market called Mockingbird Lane. Vendors welcome. So yeah, they're going to open up an open vendor antique market. And again, this building was originally occupied in 1954 by Clyde and Agnes Turner, who owned the West Point TV and appliance establishment. Heavenly Angels LLC. So quite a few shops over here downtown West Point. Daily Times Leader. Guess it's free. Don't mind if I do. Daily Times Leader, which is the local publication right here serving West Point and Clay County since 1867. Public invited to Edward swearing in, so they do have a new police chief, Michael Edwards. He's the new police chief. He's a new police chief right here in the West Point Police Department, and there he goes right there. So congratulations to Police Chief Edwards for him obtaining the police chief title or the police chief position. But this does it for East Main Street. We about to go down Commerce Street. I was walking down Commerce Street, about to get the vibes of downtown West Point on Commerce. And once again, it's going to be a bunch of shops, of course. Vintage antique shops, art shops. handcrafted gifts over here. And check this out, they even have a globe right here. And some plates and porcelain and things of that nature. And check this out. I think this is a museum. It's called the Black Prairie Blues Museum. It used to be occupied by the Bank of West Point, as you can see, but now it's occupied by the Black Prairie Blues Museum. So I guess they have a historic display of blues musicians right here. And they actually have a festival that's going to be on Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Right here at the Black Prairie Blues Museum. So that's pretty cool that they have that. Then they have Cash's Juke Joint at 8 p.m. So I wonder if that's supposed to be like some after party or something. And yeah, this is pretty cool display of artwork out here. And you have this sculpture of a replica of Howlin' Wolf Fender Stratocaster guitar, which was donated by Fabricator Supply 2021, as you can see right here. Special thanks to Dusty Craven, Andy Harper, Candy Holbrooks, Kenneth Randall, Zach Raymond. And this is a really cool display right here of a guitar, nice painting. There goes the knobs right there, the strings, the frets, all of that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Some more shops down this way. And right across the street is the Ritz Theater. Right here in downtown West Point. And they also, across the street, is a Henry Clay Hotel. So you have the Ritz Theater and the Henry Clay Hotel right across the street. This right here. Cullen Arts. Cullen Arts. It looks like they sell a bunch of cookware, stuff like that. Here's also some pots, some pottery. Okay. Serenity Hair and Nail Salon. So they got a couple of salons downtown. And this building right here is City Hall for West Point City Hall. Go ahead and cross right here. See if I can get some more info on this hotel. First National Bird Dog Field Trail. Waverly Plantation hosted the first event in February 1896. Count Gladstone IV, a Llewellyn English settler, now in the Bird Dog Hall of Fame, won the event. Here's an image of the Waverly Plantation Mansion, which is a National Historic Landmark, and it was built in 1852. And here are the donors of this plaque right here. The banquet was held in the Holt Hotel located on the present site of the Henry Clay Hotel. Okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So this is the hotel right here. As you can see, Henry Clay Hotel. I'm gonna continue down East Commerce. Once again, that's City Hall right there. Pretty interesting building, built in 1909 with the bell tower at the top. So this is the West Point City Park right here downtown. About to go check it out. Looks like the groundskeepers are over there trimming the edges and keeping the manicuring the lawn, all that good stuff. Here's a monument right here. So Civil War monument. Pays tribute to the Confederate soldiers of Clay County. It's almost shaped like the Washington Monument, almost. Let me go this way. Trying to find a trail so I don't have to walk on the grass. Yes, people. By the way, I picked up the newspaper. I still read newspapers in print form in 2025. I'm old school. I used to love, like, when I was living with my grandma, God rest her soul, in Montgomery. She would have the Sunday paper. Every Sunday paper, I would get the Sunday paper and look for the comic section, because the Sunday paper was the only one that had the comics in color. So I used to always look for it and look specifically for Peanuts, you know, with Charlie Brown. And it was this comic called Curtis. I don't know if for my 90s, for my cats from the 90s, y'all probably know what I'm talking about if y'all read the Sunday paper and the comic strips. And in color they had Curtis. It resonated with me because I was the only black black comic in the newspaper. So shout out if y'all know who Curtis is, the comic in the Sunday paper. But yeah, this is I'm right here at the city park, and they have this a nice little fountain over here. As you can see, nice little fountain. Feel a little coolness coming out of it too. A little bit of a breeze. And they even have a little picnic area over there too. You see those tables over there with the umbrellas over them. Then they have the gazebo with some lighting, so it looks like they potentially have like little shows, maybe go concerts or something like that over here. And they go a few houses over there that face the park. A couple houses. So over here is the First Presbyterian Church. And also at this corner, this is the corner of East Street and East Broad Street. And over here, you also have Carnegie Library across the street. So they do have a library right here downtown. Oh, before I go across the street, I want to show you something really cool. Just wait for it. You have this seating right here made out of logs, as you can see. This is actually pretty cool. I never seen benches made out of logs like this and this type of design, or this type of build. It's pretty cool, pretty dope. And over here is a memorial to the blues legend, Mr. Howlin' Wolf. Now, Howlin' Wolf was a blues legend from Clay County, West Point, Mississippi to be exact. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. There he is, holding his guitar and strumming along with the blues melody, of course. And here is a memorial again to Howlin' Wolf. Now, Howlin' Wolf was born June 10th of 1910, and he lived to be 65 years old, native of White Station. So he's actually from White Station, which is in Clay County, Mississippi. He's a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Blues Hall of Fame, and the West Point, Mississippi Hall of Fame. So let me crouch down and get that on camera. And this was given by Howlin' Wolf Blues Society of West Point, Mississippi. So shout out to Howlin' Wolf. His birth name, Chester Arthur Barnett to be exact. So he was a huge figure in the Chicago blues and Delta blues. So he was at the forefront of the movement to transform acoustic Delta blues into electric Chicago blues. And he had a career that spanned over 40 years. So regarded as one of the most influential blues musicians of all time. You have Mr. Howlin' Wolf right over there. So as many blues musicians, black blues musicians during that time, he was born into poverty in rural Mississippi. But you know, just like the other musicians, he honed his skills and became a huge part of the blues culture and the blues circuit. And when I tell y'all it's hot, I'm so ready for the fall season to really come into full swing, because it is hot. Hope Credit Union. So this is actually one of those Mississippi Employees Federal Credit Unions. Shout out to the credit unions, by the way. I got to get a credit union some shine, some flowers, you know. Cadence Bank. Not many people out on foot now. Not many people out walking around. But we've reached the end of the downtown portion of Commerce Street. They have a Louise Center for the Arts right here. Louise Campbell Center for the Arts. So it's good that they have an arts venue downtown. Wonder what that building is right over there. A few churches over in this area on East Broad Street. That church right there, established in 1866, is the First United Methodist Church. This church right here is the First Christian Church. It looks like that looks like it has that Gothic revival style architecture that we commonly see associated with churches, especially Methodist Church. It pretty much has a similar style to that one, architecturally speaking. Yes, definitely, people, definitely make sure you find something to do with your time that will spiritually uplift you and have you in a calm state, in a peaceful state of mind. It's always important. Peaceful states of mind are always important when you're doing whatever it is what you're doing. Everybody needs that escape. Everybody needs that outlet. And as you can see right here, shout out to the first responders. That's the North Mississippi Ground Ambulance. So hopefully whoever is in medical distress or has a type of medical emergency, hopefully they'll be okay. But I'm in the area called Court Street Historic District. And this is the Clay County Courthouse. So I was wondering where the courthouse was. We finally ran into it. It's Clay County Courthouse right there. Part of the Court Street Historic District. And that does it, people. I'm going to wrap this video up here, right here at the corner of Court Street and Jordan Avenue. So, yeah, there you have it. With that in mind, good people, thanks for tapping into another vlog. If you rocking with me this far into the video, I appreciate it. Make sure you tap that like button, and also if you're new to this video, or new to this channel rather, make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell, along with the all button, so that way you get notified each and every time I drop a new vlog. With that in mind, good people, thanks for tuning in. See you guys on the next one. Peace.